Hi, my name is Katie Rose. I'm the co-founder of Feminine Genius Inc. And as Kendra has said, we are inviting each of you to join us to skirt up for Lent. I want to talk for a few minutes with you about how we can evangelize culture through our clothes. When I was in college at Notre Dame, I thought that the reason I wore clothes was to attract male attention. I thought that clothes were there to make my skin look cute, my curves look good. And after my conversion, when God reached in and pulled me out of the mud, thanks be to God, I felt a good deal of shame because I did not know what to do with my body or my clothes. Then, when I discovered Pope John Paul's theology of the body, it was for me such good news because it made sense of God's plan for my body as well as God's plan for my feminine beauty. Pope John Paul, in his theology of the body, talks about how the body expresses the person. And also our clothes can do that too, right? Our clothes can express who we are as men or women. So with wearing skirts, we can evangelize our culture in two ways. The first way is we can evangelize our culture about the dignity and beauty of the person. Our culture, which Pope John Paul and other popes have called the culture of death, our culture wants to see people as pieces of meat, right? Women are told that their value is in how sexy they look, and their value exists in only being a body for pleasure. But the beauty of our faith is that the body has so much value because it is the person, and the body expresses the person. So part of this Skirt Up Lenten challenge involves wearing ample fabric, right? Pants can be totally modest, and pants can be totally cute and feminine. I used to always only wear pants. But there's something about skirts with ample fabric, and by that I mean a skirt that, kind of goes down to the knees, more or less. Skirts with ample fabric send the message that I am a person with dignity, that I want you to view me as more than just a body. I want you to see my eyes and my smile and my incredible feminine humor. And so the first way that we can evangelize our culture through skirting up for Lent and wearing ample fabric is that we can show the beauty and the precious dignity of the person in the face of widespread objectification that would seek to treat women as pieces of meat. The other major cultural problem that I see is a growing celebration of androgyny. Androgyny, is sort of the fad that makes women look like men and men look like women, and that really seeks to do away with the things that distinguish men and women from each other. Now, you might be thinking, well, what does she mean about androgyny? I don't see that around me. Well, let's look at this first photo. Woman or man? It's a man. His name is Andrei Pejic, and he is one of the world's top models right now. God bless this dear man. He is so confused about what it means to be a man, but he is the top model worldwide. He's on the cover of bridal magazines in bridal gowns. He's on the cover of Cosmo and Elle, and he's being cheered for. He's a champion of this androgynous movement. Let's do one more photo. Woman or man? It's a woman. Her name is Elliot Sailors, and she's so beautiful, she's so precious, but this dear woman started out in modeling as a swimsuit and lingerie model. And so you can imagine how her body was viewed as a model, right? It was viewed as an object of lust and sexiness. So Elliot, God bless her, eventually became tired of being viewed as a sex object. And so rather than reclaiming her feminine dignity and asking men to see her as a woman of worth, instead she rejected her femininity. And she said that now she was going to model as a man. So she cut her hair short, and she now models in male clothes as a man. And she talks about, in her interviews, she talks about how now she feels safe because now no longer do eyes look at her with lust in them. Now I can see where she's coming from, but it seems to me that the answer to men looking at us with lustful eyes, the answer is not to reject being feminine, but the answer is to evangelize through being feminine about our dignity, about our value, right? So if the second problem that I see in our culture is androgyny, then the best way to evangelize that is through emphasizing the richness and the worth of femininity and masculinity. And again, pants aren't bad. Pants can be totally cute and feminine, but a skirt and a dress really speaks to the value of the feminine. You know, one of my favorite passages from the Song of Songs is the verse that says, "You are a garden enclosed, my sister, my bride, a garden enclosed, a sealed fountain." And when I wear a skirt, I feel like I'm really walking as a garden enclosed, as a sealed fountain. Wearing a skirt, for me, really deepens the awareness of my feminine mystery and really makes me aware that I can walk out into the culture as a missionary regarding the beauty of the feminine and also regarding my worth as a woman made in God's image. Please join us as we skirt up for Lent. Please keep us posted regarding your progress. We'd love to see photos of you in your skirts. And we will update you throughout Lent with news updates and also prayer intentions. Thanks, and God bless.